is ANN News Brief.
Rwanda airports have reopened for scheduled commercial flight operations on Saturday. All incoming and outgoing commercial passenger flights were suspended in March at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. Only cargo and emergency flights were allowed to operate. The Ministry of Infrastructure said in a statement all passengers, including those in transit, will be required to show proof of a COVID-19 PCR negative test from a certified laboratory. The test result must indicate they were taken within 72 hours of arrival in Rwanda. The ministry also said a second PCR test will be done on passengers arriving in Rwanda, results of which will be made available to them within a day. They will have to stay in designated hotels at their own expense during the tests. This is Rwanda's latest move to gradually reopen its economy and is welcome news to Rwanda, Rwanda's national carrier, which has been adversely affected by the disruption of the air travel by coronavirus. Kenyan Transport Ministry has also cleared 11 countries for resumption of international flights to the country as airports reopened on Saturday. Transport Cabinet Secretary James Macharia says passengers from the 11 countries will be exempted from mandatory quarantine if they tested negative for COVID-19 96 hours before travel and exhibit no symptoms of the virus. The reopening is being crafted with a raft of measures that will guide air travel operations. The 11 countries cleared by Kenya are China, South Korea, Japan, Canada, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, Switzerland, Rwanda, Uganda, Namibia, and Morocco. Macharia said these countries have exhibited mild or limited community transmissions, or they have declining cases. We'll be right back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
The Quranic schools, just as popular in Comoros as the public schools, have reopened their doors after 3 months of closure as a result of COVID-19. The Quranic schools provide basic education for children of Islamic parents. Operations of the Quranic schools say safety measures will be in place to protect the pupils' health. Some observers say despite the status of the essential medium for the basic teaching of the Islamic religion, Quranic schools in Comoros often operate in substandard facilities and that they have not received aid like public schools to fight the pandemic, but they are said to have done the best they could to deal with the pandemic. That is ANN News Brief at 10. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.